Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joe Lewis Jr., and we're here at the fantastic Middle School of Mason Clark. We're here today to give you our press conference on the fantastic partnership that we, the East St. Louis Community Tennis Association, have and continue to have with the School District 189. Before I get into what a fantastic event that we've had for 1 week going on to our second week, I'm going to call up the fantastic leader, the principal of this fantastic institution, none other than Dr. Edwards. Dr. Edwards, would you come and please get the show started for us?
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity to come before you today. Honored to be part of the District 189 family. Honored and grateful. We are very, very appreciative for all the work that they do in this community, and glad to be a part of that work. We also are very appreciative of Mr. Lewis, Mr. Bernard King, and Mr. Kevin Hood for the work that they've done with our students. We also thank Mr. Munson for all the hard work that he's been doing for the past couple of years. And we are also eternally grateful for this wonderful partnership that we have with the United States Tennis Association and the East St. Louis Community Tennis Association with the work that they've been doing with these students. We hope that a seed has been sown so that they can continue to take advantage of the opportunities to participate within the sport of tennis, and that would expand their opportunities for college in the future. So again, thank you all for the work that you are doing. We are we are very grateful here at the Mason Clark family. We have three wonderful students here that Mr. Munson is going to bring up and introduce them.
Good afternoon. Thank you. It has been a privilege to work with the East St. Louis Community Tennis Association for the second year. I know our kids really love learning about tennis, and I know it's transitioning into high school, and they're building up that team from there. Today I have three students that I would like to introduce that are going to share their experiences with this tennis partnership right now. And my first two, Riley Miller and Shania Cooper.
Hi, my name is Riley Miller, and what I like about the tennis teachers are, even though when they first came, we all thought that it wasn't possible for us to like tennis because as kids we all think that kind of sport is boring, but they have made it seem fun, laughable, and very I don't know how to explain it, but it was like real fun, and they made it more enjoyable than what we think.
My name is Shania Cooper, and my experience with playing tennis was great. Besides, when we first started playing, it wasn't very enjoyable. And as they eased his arms and wanted us to make effort in trying, it made it better to play and learn because it isn't just about hitting the ball; it's about a lot of movement and positions and things that you're doing playing it.
And then our third student and final one is Quentin Red. He will share his experiences.
My name is Quentin Red, and the things I liked about tennis was, well, my experience with tennis was great, and the things I liked about it that used a lot of movement in tennis, and that I didn't like it at first, cause I just didn't like, cause I already knew how to play it a little bit, and I didn't like having to go over serves and all that no more. But then once we got on later on into it, I started to like it, and yeah.
This partnership would not be possible without two great coaches who have come in for the last 2 weeks to teach our students. They've taken over. The students have bought into what's going on. So I'd like to introduce those two now, Coach King and Coach Hood.
Good afternoon. My name is Coach King, and I'm a former teacher in the East St. Louis School District. I taught school for 35 years, and I coached boys track for 46 years. And it's been a pleasure coming over here the last 2 years to teach the kids tennis because, well, we want to start this is the foundation for the kids of learning tennis, introduction, so to speak. And, we teach them about learning the parts of the tennis racket, what is a forehand, backhand, and an overhead. We also ask them about what are the three grips, which continental, eastern, and western grips. So the kids are learning more about tennis. So once they transition to high school, they'll be more familiar with uh, how to play tennis. And like I said, this is a start, and hopefully we can start getting the first graders on up to the eighth graders involved in tennis. So if we can get the program started in the middle school, it'll be a great help for the high school. Mr. Hood.
Good afternoon. My name is Kevin Hood. Actually, I'm a former student of the East St. Louis district. I actually learned how to play tennis when I was going to high school. So for us to be able to come in and actually start teaching them at a younger age, we're planting some awesome seeds. We're really making the possibility for them to actually start loving tennis where it become a passion. And so basically, I'm honored to be a board member as well as, to partnership with, USTA and with the school district. We look forward to many years of being able to come in and not only teach them, but model what they can do. Right now, at this point, we're excited because we know that this is only just begun, that it's going to be so much bigger than what you're seeing right now. And I just thank Joe Lewis and all of our board members for, really making all of this possible, because without them, it wouldn't happen. So we say thank you.
There are so many things that we like to point out, and we're going to take an opportunity to start doing that. The board consists of the East St. Louis Community Tennis Association board consists of Scott Stinson is our president. Vice president is yours, of course, Joe Lewis Jr. Our treasurer is Kimberly Hughes Gill. Our secretary is Teresa Spencer. And board of directors is Johnny Singleton. And as you heard from former tennis player, East St. Louis extraordinaire and legend, Kevin Hood, is back in the city. He's teaching tennis. One of the things that we're so proud of, everyone, is the partnership that we have continued with the East St. Louis Schools District. That partnership has grown to help the region have one of the nicest tennis facilities, period. It is new construction that just had the ribbon cutting on May 16th. It is directly adjacent to the football field at East St. Louis Senior High School. It's part of a $6 million endeavor. The tennis team there is doing fantastic, making fantastic strides, and they have a fantastic future. The future is set by not only the tennis players that are there and coach, but also the seeds that are sown by the kids that are here at Mason Clark and those that are at Lincoln Middle School. All of those things we look forward to as we move forward. To close us out, it's only fitting that we have the representative from East St. Louis School District 189. We just call her by her first name, Miss Sydney. And the reason she is so fantastic is because we work throughout the day, throughout the evening, and the weekends, bringing all of these fantastic things with the partnership together. So, Miss Sydney, would you please come, and thank you so much. Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, good afternoon. I am Sydney with the East St. Louis School District, and on behalf of our Board of Education and Superintendent Arthur Culver, we are deeply grateful for the ongoing and dedication of our strong partners in the East St. Louis Tennis Association, as well as USTA. And if you look up in the dictionary, passionate and dedicated, it's got to say the East St. Louis Tennis Association alongside of it. We started this journey several years ago, and as Joe was sharing, we have beautiful $6 million courts at East St. Louis Senior High School. Some organizations would be like, okay, we got what we came for. That's what we wanted to have happen. And now we'll just go back and do our own work. But that is not what the East St. Louis Tennis Association is about. They're truly partners in the work with us. And what that's meant is every Saturday during their summer, they've been out in the heat with energy, with refreshments and beverages, and really supporting the next generation of tennis players. And so starting at those young ages, really nurturing them, developing them as athletes, and just developing the love of the game. And so you got to see and hear a little bit about that by our students that already spoke. So again, the Tennis Association is very strategic, right? From the summer programming, coming and investing in our middle school programming to make sure really plugging into those PE classes so that they can really just express their love and some of the fundamental basics of the lifelong game of tennis. So it's just been wonderful because this is truly going to build the next generations and preparing them for success on those high school courts. So our deep gratitude for your ongoing support and perseverance with us in this work together to truly just support youth and student athletes. So thank you again on behalf of East St. Louis School District.
Thank you. That is it.
All right, great team. All right.